Yo, 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 what's good, everybody? You know who it is. It's your boy Lincoln Clay, and you know what to do. Hit that bell icon, hit that like button. The rest will take care of itself. New subscriber, welcome to the channel. I hope you are enjoying the content. So, I just learned that you can play this without being in VR. So I decided to go that route and play it without the VR because, for one thing, because of the sidebar, it will allow me to read, more of your comments. And the other reason is I won't have to deal with drifting either. Oh, wow. Because I am definitely messing up now. Oh. Don't call me Danny. Oh, god damn. Ah. What's going on? Don't call me Danny. What's up? I have not been able to get past this particular puzzle. I've been on this shit all day. Oh. Ah! Oh, it's still not going good. Ah, damn it! Oh my God. Patient Fire, Arian Drake, what's up? I'm trying not to screw up. Oh no! Ah, 22 lines. Damn it. You just said later and shit. Spark guy, what's up? Damn it. Oh, was that ever a dumb move? A double dumb move. Pony's in this chat. Fear you. Oh, damn it. I can't believe I did it. It's that game of the year right here. Yeah, the music is definitely relaxing. Oh, fucked up big time. Yeah. It said your internet disconnecting every 5 seconds. It can't handle your Xbox impersonations. You know something? Before I go on and try this puzzle again, one thing that I was thinking about is that it's kind of funny how when you talk about the Xbox, no matter when you talk to Xbox about the Xbox, they can't say anything about the Xbox, be it good or bad, without Sony coming out of their mouth. If you talk about how Xbox has no games, they always going to come back with, well, at one point Sony didn't have any games and they came back, so. But then if you fast forward and talk about the future, with game streaming and how a lot of people aren't exactly, getting on board with that, then the Xbox, their comeback is that everybody's doing it. Sooner or later, Sony's going to be doing it too. Because it's crazy. So whenever Microsoft does something bad, Sony did it too. Moving forward towards the future, whatever Microsoft has planned for the future, it's like, Sony's eventually going to be doing it too. It kind of cracks me up. And I mean, it's like, it's damage control on both ends, It's almost like they got a damage control, closet where they reach in there. Okay, this is what they're going to talk about today. This is how we're going to damage control it. hold on, let me pause this. Funny thing is, Sony has been doing game streaming, and they are the leaders of that market. Yeah, but see, they're leading the game streaming market, but the traditional console itself is still its focus. And I find it rather strange that the PS4 is a console that, you know, that is a traditional console, but it has streaming capabilities. So why can't Microsoft do something like that? Why do they have to build two separate consoles? Why do they have to build a console dedicated to streaming and a console that's dedicated to you know, the traditional console? I'll tell you why. Is because since they are targeting the casual audience, they're going to try to entice the casual audience, not so much because streaming is a convenience to them. They're going to try to draw in the casual gamer by making that streaming box $200 or less. That's how they're going to try to draw them in. But because Microsoft has to make two separate consoles to perform two functions, whereas Sony has one console that does both of those functions. Microsoft is playing that hand by separating the two consoles, because since the casual gamer is the target, my belief is that for every one traditional console that they produce, they're going to produce 20 of these streaming consoles, because that's what they're hanging their hat on. And then I was watching, you know, so there's going to be way more of the streaming consoles out there than the traditional console for Microsoft. The Xbox One X didn't sell worth a shit. So what makes anybody think that the next Scarlet console, the streaming console that everybody takes for granted, is going to have way more power than the Xbox One X? What makes them think that's going to sell? Microsoft, with that XO show yesterday, just gave you a glimpse into their future. They are showing you that their future is going to be these rinky-dink indie, mobile, and AA games. And Microsoft said it themselves. Don't take it from me, because of all people, it took the Red Dragon to remind me of that. He came out with a video today, and he gave his reasons as to why Microsoft is buying up all these studios. Everybody knows Microsoft is buying up all these studios because of Game Pass. But the difference is, you know, I believe that they were brought in to make mobile games, to make State of Decay type games, to make AA games. And some of the Xbots are of this belief that, you know, Microsoft is going to fill Game Pass up with compelling AAA games like Spider-Man or God of War. You are not going to see Game Pass filled up with that kind of shit. Microsoft just said it themselves. And this is where the Red Dragon came in. He showed a quote from Matt Booty. Sheriff Berries is Microsoft future is mediocre mobile games. None of the studios they bought is AAA except for Playground and the Initiative. And Playground was already there. Playground already had a working relationship with Microsoft. And the Initiative, you know, we have yet to see what they're going to do. They could talk in this quadruple A shit. But where I was going with this was the Red Dragon showed a quote from Matt Booty, you know, where he was saying that they were going after the mid-tier developers, the AA developers, because nobody's really touched that area. And he was saying they were going after those developers this below AAA but above indie. You know, these AA developers, and they're looking to try to, you know, with these type of developers, in so many words, they're going to be putting out smaller, cheaper games. Therefore, they're going to be able to pump them out faster and faster. So with that being said, that yes, you know, at some point, Microsoft is probably going to have a good-sized library of games for Game Pass, but it's all going to be AA and indie shit. You know, not to mention that they're going to go, you know, that I believe that a lot of them were still brought in to make a lot of mobile shit. You know, Playground only does Forza, and the Initiative has no games to their name. No. And they didn't give us, and they didn't even give us a peek at what any of these developers might be up to. You know, in like the way they keep showing Crackdown at every damn event, it makes me like Crackdown seems like that car that you bought from a car lot and the shit is a fucking lemon and it keeps going back to the shop and keeps getting fixed, and a week after it comes out of the shop the shit breaks down again and got to go back to the shop. And every time it comes out of the shop, then you know Microsoft starts bragging like this shit, okay, now it's ready to go, now it's finally running right, and then the engine breaks down again and the shit got to go back into the shop. But as far as the Crackdown thing goes, I do believe that because of how serious that shit was downgraded, it probably really is ready to go now. The game's going to be trash, but it looks like it's finally ready to go. No, the game doesn't look anything like what we saw in 2004. Oh, did I ever get away with murder? I am really messing up. Oh, that was the biggest. That was the granddaddy of all boo-boos. Oh, they're killing me. Okay, say JP Loco, Crackdown 3 to get delayed again. You think so? I meant to say so Patient Fire, Naughty Dog alone is worth more than 10 of those Microsoft studios put together. But I mean, I don't get how anybody can't put together the equation that I was trying to tell everybody. That I mean, I don't know how many times I got to break this down. That Microsoft, and I kept always using this number as an example. If they got 1 million subscribers out there paying $10 a month, that's $10 million a month they got coming in off of Game Pass. Now, if you expect Microsoft to come out with games on the level of Spider-Man and God of War and spend $60-70 million for each of those games, and I said it. Sony, the games they put out this year alone, must have cost at least $200 million. With God of War, Spider-Man, Detroit Become Human, the Shadow of the Colossus remake, MLB The Show. Damn, I forgot about that too. All those games had to total up to $200 million. If Microsoft was to bring that many games over to Game Pass that cost that much money to make, if they only bring it in about 10, even $20 million a month from memberships, it would still take them at least 10 months to get their money back for all the games that they produced, you know, in 1 year. If they produce games that were on the level of what Sony's producing. So think about that. And then they said it themselves, you know, they're not looking at AAA studios. So do you really think that they could go off and get a little bootleg B-class studio and give them $80 million and expect them to put out a game as good as Spider-Man, or put out a game as good as Horizon Zero Dawn or something? That's nuts. Microsoft is looking to put out indie type games, and Microsoft is looking to put out AA type games. Therefore, those are the kind of developers they went and got. There is no way that Microsoft will buy some AAA developers, some AAA studios, only to put out some rinky-dink bullshit. And I hate to put it that way, but Microsoft plans to put out some rinky-dink games, so they went and got some rinky-dink developers. These developers that they went and got, either I never heard of them, or they haven't put out shit in a while, or they was damn near bankrupt. JP Loco, Xbox fanboys know the direction Microsoft is headed, but they're in total denial. Exactly. At Patient Fire, I agree. Good thing Sony said they're investing more in first party in the future. They are hiring more people as we speak. Both of them is hiring, but they going in different directions with the shit they doing. Sony, it looks to me like they're probably still going to continue down that path of putting out compelling AAA exclusives that cost a lot of money to make. Because they said they're into storytelling. They like storytelling games. Games that play out like a movie. Games that you got to pay a ton of money to for the mocaps and the acting and all that kind of shit. Microsoft is not trying to go down that route. I mean, put good money into your product and reap the rewards. Yeah, exactly. Now, don't get me wrong. If Microsoft, even with these rinky-dink developers that they picked up, if they give them a decent budget and give them creative freedom, they might put out a decent game here and there. But for the most part, in terms of the quality, expect to see more games like, you know, State of Decay. I wouldn't even say Sea of Thieves. They consider Sea of Thieves a AAA game, which I don't think it is. I think, you know, to me, Sea of Thieves look like an indie game, but because of the marketing that Microsoft put behind it, I elevated it to a AA game. But that definitely is not a AAA game. It's getting a AAA treatment because of who's behind it. In Patient Fire, Microsoft always announces when they get these low budget studios, and Sony, you know, stays quiet and secretly hires the best and builds the best studios. Yeah, and I said that before. That's just like, you know, it's just like Jay Wag said, you know, Microsoft, all these Xbots are giving Microsoft a pat on the back. You know, that's like giving McDonald's a pat on the back for buying hamburger. That's their job. They make burgers, so they got to buy the meat from somebody. Why do you need to tell everybody where you buying the meat from or who you hired to supply you meat? We ain't interested in who the fuck you bought the meat from. We interested in how the burger tastes once it's done. He says Sony needs to buy Insomniac Games, Platinum Games, and maybe Supermassive or Quantic Dreams. I agree. He said Sea of Thieves is an indie game with AAA marketing. Yeah, exactly. I don't expect Compulsion Games to be around for long, huh? Fatal Mephisto, the Canadian Grizzly Bear, what is up? So let me try this again. A massive fuck up. Another fuck up. Jamal King, what's up? Oh, damn it. I tried to lose that piece. Oh, here we go. Ah! JP Loco, I wouldn't be surprised if more money went into marketing of Sea of Thieves than the actual game. Yeah. But I think moving forward, after Crackdown gets into Game Pass, I don't know if we're going to see a whole bunch of money being spent advertising one particular game. No. I think take that back. I do think they're going to spend a lot of money advertising Gears. Ah! Said two Jamals is all in one chat. Still playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I have never played not a single Assassin's Creed game, and I'd probably say if I haven't started by now, I don't know if I'm going to start, because I don't want to do what I did with Uncharted. Because to get ready for Uncharted 4, I went back and bought the previous 3 Uncharteds, and I played 1 and 2 all the way through, and I played about 60% of Uncharted 3. By then, I was like, yeah, I'm burnt out trying to play all this shit. I'm ready for the 4th one. You said it's hot in Australia at this time of year? In November? JP Loco? Oh my God, did I ever seal my casket with that shit? Ah! November to February is summertime. Damn. Our winters, I'd probably say, in terms of realistically being able to look for snow, probably for us is like the end of October, and even though technically March 21st is like the first day of spring, over here in Michigan, you can still see snow as late as April. Jamal King said, I finished all Uncharted games back then. Uncharted 2, Uncharted 3, Uncharted Golden Abyss, Uncharted 4, and Uncharted Lost Legacy. Now, I haven't played that Abyss, and I haven't played the... You said Golden Abyss, and what was... Yeah, I think I played all of them except the Abyss. You said you in Florida, you ain't getting no snow anytime soon, huh? Oh my God. Ah. Oh, Uncharted Golden Abyss was only for the Vita? You say Australian heat is desert worthy. That's how hot it gets. Damn, I've never been to the desert before. I think but then again, the closest I've been to experiencing desert heat was being out to Vegas. But at the same time, here in Michigan, in the summertime, we don't really break 100 degrees, but the humidity here makes the heat terrible. In Vegas, you'll just burn up, you know what I mean? But like here in Michigan in the summertime, you'll be soaking wet. There'll be 90 degrees, and if you're a person that sweats really bad, it'll be 90 degrees and your clothes will be soaking wet. Ah! He says summertime is more dangerous due to more snakes. One ceiling fan, 2 regular fans in my room, plus the air conditioner, but the air conditioner sucks at one end of the house. Yeah, I feel you there. Whatever that trophy was. Ah! Ah! And Jamal King, you're in Anchorage, Alaska. And JP Loco, you said kangaroos are the leading cause of car crashes in Australia. Shoot, after seeing a close-up on some of them kangaroos, them things look like they got some claws on their damn hands. They got some big-ass claws. I mean, those nails look big as hell. No! Yeah! Damn, I can't even get past the 22. All right, how long have I been streaming? Damn, I've been on an hour? All right, looks like I'm about to shut it down pretty soon to get ready for bed so I can go to work in the morning. So I'll give this one more shot. Damn, I'm getting worse and worse at this game. Well, let me see here. Let's see what time it is. Oh yeah, midnight on the button. It was definitely time for me to hit the hay. But hey, thanks for checking out, everybody. I'm sure I'll do this again. There's something about this game is like crack cocaine. This game is addicting. So, sorry I missed some of the comments. This is another one of those games where if you take your eyes off the screen for a second, you might end up screwing up. Simply Deep, what's up? Players United, what's going on? No, with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. Thanks everybody for dropping in. Give it a like. You know the drill. You know, like to do on your way out. And thanks for coming to the Wakandan Arcade. I will holler at y'all later.